Hey everyone and welcome back to a new video here for the new Byte. With me as always is Dan.
Hello.
And I'm Hostes, and we're gonna talk a little bit over Man of Medan. And this is actually quite interesting because Bandai Namco is working together with Supermassive Games, the guys that did Until Dawn.
Until Dawn, yes.
Right, and that was exclusively only to PlayStation 4, and now here is the Dark Pictures Anthology, which is basically like horror stories and the game that's based on your frights, and it's taking the time to still, like, the games are basically independent from each other,
Yes.
but they're from a series of games that they're playing, so it's not episodic, they're not based on each other, it's just like, here's a new game basically, and that is in part of the anthology.
Yeah, I believe they said that there was they were focusing on 3 at the beginning and then possibility of expanding it. But the whole concept is anything that's a urban legend or a myth.
Yeah.
That's a horror story that they're going to take that and put that into a game, very much like Until Dawn.
And now we have here the first snippet, actually, of the first episode. They say they take around like 4 hours to complete once, but as you know, with Supermassive Games, you can branch out a lot. And that was said, like, every character can die at any moment and without any order necessarily. So Supermassive Games took a lot of time to spend like branching out the story, really, how much you can affect them and how many turns and decisions you need to make and how they will also impact your gameplay later on.
Yeah, just the amount, just thinking about that, because every character at any point could die in any situation. So that means not only is there like one massive branching path, but there's each path has its own branching path, which has its own branching path, and which so however many characters there are, you just multiply that by like 1,000, and then there's squared. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why these experiences aren't like that long, but they're still like really spreading out far and far away.
Yeah.
Like you could have everyone die around the end, but you could also have everyone survive and in between anything.
Yeah, I really like those types of games because then each experience and each iteration of playing the game, anytime you go back to it, it's always a unique experience. And it's very interesting to see what people choose and what the choices and what those consequences are.
Yeah, this a little red. Yeah, from the looks of it, I gotta say it's like a little weighting me out. It's like just around the typical corner of the uncanny valley where I say, okay, this is a video game, but it's trying so hard, it's a little eerie. I don't know how you think about it. Until Dawn to me looked a little bit better, but who knows how much time that was spent on Until Dawn versus this here now. Just keep in mind they plan to do all these free games, like more of them in 1 year.
Yeah.
So hey, just one giant release. And I was actually confused because as you could see right now, I was just standing there, I was thinking, is this now a gameplay part? So there's another thing that's actually very positive. You can say like, okay, there's almost no difference between those two things. And right there we find just a hat. And that's actually the hat from the Man of Medan. Oh yeah. So this guy here chasing us around and threatening us with the pistol. And yeah, you're going to see like, oh, he's not really part of the main roster, and that's going to be not a happy outcome for him.
Yeah. But yeah, I've played a little bit of Until Dawn, and I liked the concept. The only downside for me was that it was a PlayStation exclusive, which meant I couldn't save any of my progress or show any of my stuff on Xbox. Because I'm super into achievements, but I'm really happy that we're on Xbox and PC now, that we're getting something similar, because these types of games are just really well done. They're well crafted, well scripted, and they've always had that kind of something could be there, but what is it? And I really liked how they were saying in the presentation, this is not a series about gore. It's not a gory series. It's about psychological thriller. It's about the horror that could be next to you that you'd never know.
Also, it's not that jumpy to me. Like, there are things happening and they're surprising, but it's not like just to scare you off. It's like the whole atmosphere is scary and eerie. And right now I was confused because I was walking towards and there was the wall. So it's like, oh, what? Yeah, the things I can do actually is, hello. You can actually go up to things and actually can take a look to find out secrets. And I guess that's also the thing that I already did with Until Dawn, with the totems that you can find in order to have protection against the evil that's lurking around.
Yeah, going back to your point about the perspective of just kind of like walking into stuff, I believe I think it was Resident Evil
Yeah,
that
Resident Evil
started
had one of these
with those.
problems.
I've personally never really liked cameras like that, mainly because it just kind of really restricts the view. But I
Yeah.
think it works in the horror genre because then it's kind of like you're forced into one perspective,
Mm.
and if you like in several Resident Evil games, if you just freak out because there's a load of stuff chasing you, it really does like make you think, where am I supposed to go?
Mm.
Because I can't find a way out. And I think that really adds to the whole horror aspect of it.
Mm. Another thing that I actually want to point out is how fluid the animations of the characters are. Like they're walking around quite well. It looks you get a feeling of okay, there's a person controlling a stick on the gamepad, but I think just pressing forward, the characters each have their individual steps kind of way, and this is actually giving a good experience just walking around and seeing this like, hey, I'm kind of having an involvement with the gameplay, but I also have a really good experience just seeing the game halfway like a movie.
Mm.
And that was pushed away, given no time to take a look at the picture. So yeah, it's also switching back and forth a lot between cutscenes and actual just gameplay parts, and it does not take the black borders away, as you can see. So a whole lot of time it's just like waiting and seeing, and when the camera turns a little further away, you know, okay, now I can do a thing again. Right, so this is now the part where it starts to creep in that there's something in the boat, and I think the introduction in the trailer was like, yeah, there was just friends together that going on a diving trip, and just gonna take something with them apparently, like from a sunken plane or something.
Mm.
And yeah, at this point right now, this is just where the Danny guy is just walking away, shooting something, and he's not coming back. So Brad and Fliss are just staying back and thinking, like, oh, what should we do? I don't know. Whoa.
Let's just explore. But yeah, they were talking about how they wanted to take some like the traditional horror tropes, like with a group of young like five or six young people, and just how they could all die, and they all go to a cabin in the woods or a haunted boat, and they take something they shouldn't have. So yeah, they really did think about what they were going to make with this, and I do kind of like how it's cutting between cutscene and gameplay, and it really makes you feel like you're part of the whole like story or the film or whatever you want to experience.
Yeah, as we just saw, there was some quick time events happening, and these are, of course, again, also a central part of the gameplay here. Not just walking around and pressing X if you see something sparkling, but also reacting very quickly to what's happening on screen in order to save or, well, just to have interactions, I'll put it that way. And of course, there's also a moral system being in this game as well, so we have to take decisions. At the start, we have to do something rational or emotional, and later on, we also have to decide, do we want to save ourselves or want to save the other person? And I would have loved to play it again, but we were certainly limited in time. Like we had 90 minutes for the session, but we also wanted to check out like 7 games.
Yeah.
So there was not enough time to play it multiple times to see how it changes up in between the actual decisions.
Yeah.
Next time we should bring like multiple recording cards.
Yes. But yeah, like, so it's I think this is
there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll find a dark tech now, and it's also just like, for example, in charting games like that, you can just take stuff and flip them around and see something. So we found another secret now, and later on it will hopefully bring us to something interesting. For this demo part here, actually, it's just like finding stuff and seeing, okay, you have interactions with them, but other than that,
that's a great shot. Look at his face.
Oh yeah. I was thinking I was actually missing something because that's why I was picking up the dark tech again. I love the camera angle right here. It's like, looking at you.
Look at my face.
And there we go. It cracks around you. And that's where the scary part was.
That was very mummy. But yeah, so it's...
now you have to do a decision, for example. Like how you want to react.
The consequences.
Yes. Not sure how much of this, for example, would actually lead to having different interactions.
Yeah.
But maybe in a bigger consequence, like, hey, you're treating someone like bad, for example, they're also not helping you out, for example. And this is now we actually find a bullet on the ground, which I was thinking like, okay, this is interesting, but nothing much. And always when you find like, okay, in the top left secret found, I think, okay, this is it. Just put it away and then just continue on. I feel like a little sad that it's nothing that interesting about it because it's a secret. But what's the secret here, really?
What's the secret about Bullet? Maybe it was because like you're it's more like an investigation than a secret. So you're uncovering clues. Oh,
yeah. No, we're getting to the end actually, and this now is getting really hectic. So I almost felt that.
So close.
So there we go.
Zombies.
Now we're getting touchy. Please don't touch me. Please respect my privacy. Yeah. So as you can see now, more and more, of course, return events happening, and in these moments, I always think like, well, this is where the Uncanny Valley gets stronger from the fact wise, because it's just holding it. And it's like, oh no, back and forth. I know it looks really good, but it's also like, I don't know. So I decided to save Brad this time because it's just around the end, and this is actually where we see now the Man of Medan. Hello there. Yeah,
wait,
this
so you saved him and he killed you.
Yeah, this is how you can see, like, maybe I should not have saved them. But you can never know, really. And in the end, yeah, that was the Dark Pictures Anthology. And that was our commentary over it. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Astes.
I'm Dan.
And this is the New Byte. Thank you so much. And see you again in the next video.